Crazy things afoot last night of the Weird and Whatever podcast. Virginia, Jbird had been telling us about this tickle ghost. That as he was sleeping, he felt something tickling his foot. Could it have been a spirit that likes to mess with him, as we've seen the footage of that one ghoul that ripped his covers off in his sleep in the middle of the night?
Was it foreplay from a succubus?
It was. It's happened multiple times, and it feels like fingers tickling the bottom of my feet, and then you wake up.
You got fingered?
And then you're going, my gosh, the tickler is back. Call them the tickler.
Yeah, the tickler. Look out.
So typically when we do Weird and Whatever, we do it at my house,
Yeah.
and Vicky, who's our psychic medium, she does what we call a walkthrough.
Okay.
She walks through, she gets a vibe and energy, sees if she gets any kind of messages or feelings.
I love it.
And so recently I've changed where I've slept. I've gone from my living room into my bedroom because
How weird.
Well, I've been redoing my house.
Okay.
Doing all kind of projects. So
Yeah.
one room will get a bunch of crap in there, and then I'll have to sleep in one room for a little bit. It's been inconsistent where I've been sleeping, but I was sleeping out in the living room for a while, and then I went in the bedroom, and that's where the tickler started.
Oh, boy.
So I had her do a walkthrough in my bedroom, which she typically does not do.
Okay.
So I asked her if she got any kind of feelings about that, and she had a new presence. She had something what she called the Guardian.
Huh.
Now,
the Guardian.
this clip is going to be her explaining what the Guardian is.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
I went from the living room to the
Right.
bedroom. Did that change up the energy?
It seems to have changed it up. And what I find interesting is that guardian and why it is at the door. So I don't know if it somehow was you had easier access to you when you were in the bigger room, but now somehow the guardian can kind of control more who comes in and out.
Is the Guardian the tickler?
No.
The tickler's someone else. We got
Yes.
like
The
a
Guardian sounds serious, not like
Yeah.
he's going to be tickling.
Yeah, no, he's just controlling. I say he. That doesn't mean that it necessarily has a gender. It's just he looked masculine. No, he's just controlling who comes in and out.
A gatekeeper.
Yes, but not a good gatekeeper, almost a bouncer, if you will, Virginia, letting who they want in or out of the room, according to Vicky.
And they're only wanting people or ghosts with bad intention.
Well, it's really up to the Guardian. She thinks the Guardian's got nefarious, reasons to be there.
So are spirits a black and white kind of thing, good, evil, or are they like humans or a mix of both?
There's all kind of stuff out there. There's elementals. There are guardians. There are
Now, is
shadow
Guardian,
people.
if this were a movie, is Guardian wearing black and it's
Yeah.
considered a bad guy?
She said that she sensed a dark hood standing in
Yikes.
front of the door. There's a good guardian. There's a bad guardian, just like Wizard of Oz. Good witch, bad witch.
Huh, okay.
She thinks, again, just because something is messing with you doesn't mean it's demonic, but it does have the energy of wanting to mess around with you. If you do believe in this
Could
stuff.
just be mischievous.
Yeah, but it seems to only want to be letting things in, like Virginia's saying, just to kind of mess around a bit. But
We've heard that that's what they do, and they want to mess with your sleep because when you're sleep deprived, you are weak and you're more prone to being possessed.
But she
and they
said-
want to possess you.
she said moving to a different area could absolutely shift the energy in the house.
Okay, all right. So you've done something they don't necessarily like.
Yeah, apparently. Or I've shifted the energy, according to Vicky. Now, here's what was weird. We had people in that chat room. I'm trying to make it entertaining. I'm trying to be Mr. Funny Guy, so I start taunting the tickler. Here's me taunting the tickler. Now, after I taunt the tickler, very soon after that, we get kicked off of the internet. We can't get back on. And I had electrical issues in my house the entire night, right after I taunt the tickler.
Okay.
We can't cleanse this yet, Beckett. We must do this in the name of
I would say,
paranormal
yeah.
science.
Well, you got the ability to get such a commanding presence.
You hear that, tickler? You hear that?
The
Go
tickler.
ahead, tickle away. Go for the balls, baby.
I didn't say to provoke.
Okay.
He tickled your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he did.
That's what. So our stream stopped, but the chat room continued to talk, and all the comments were, "Jbird the tickler took you down. The Guardian took you down."
Dang, they said, watch this.
Then they followed me to work, and then they destroyed our studio equipment here.
The tickler said, hold
Yeah.
my beer.
I'm gonna not only wreck your house, I'm gonna wreck your workspace.
Wow.
But how did Ryan Beckett look, though?
You look great.
He always does.
Although he came in late. It was an off night. There was a full moon.
Yeah.
FMS.
It's a full beaver moon.
Yeah, well, the thing that's weird
It's
is
a beaver moon?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
Is it a beaver or is it a moon?
it's a beaver
Well,
moon.
it's a beaver moon. It's a full beaver moon.
Yeah, it's the last supermoon of the year.
Yeah.
All things are going. All things are firing on all cylinders right now.
I feel like somebody's making this stuff up.
No.
Oh,
I've never heard of beaver moon.
No, it's legit, Virginia.
They are adjacent, but I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
But we are hardwired at my house now, so it is odd that this is happening. So me and Denny's was just scratching his head.
Right.
And then we come in here this morning and there's major technical difficulties. Did you bring your tickler here?
We had such bad technical difficulties last night. When I walked in here, Denny's looked at me and go, "They're worse than last night." The technical difficulties
Here.
Here
Yeah.
at work is
Yeah.
worse than your house because Jbird built a whole entire podcast studio in one of his spare bedrooms. Like, it's a broadcast studio.
But it's not having broadcast capabilities, and Denny's is on the brink of a nervous breakdown.
It used to be a broadcast studio.
Denny's used to be so peaceful.
Well,
Denny's
welcome
wants
to radio,
to
my
stab
friend.
somebody.
He's
Yeah.
been at radio for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
That's when it gets you.
Yeah, park your peace and tranquility at the door. This industry has no room for that.
You got tickled.
That's right, baby.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.